Well, hello guys. How is everybody? I'm Bandits Gaming. We're gonna go ahead and swap over to our display capture. We're gonna go ahead and get started. How's everybody doing today? If you're new to the stream, don't forget to hit that likes, comment, shares, follows, be a subscriber and or supporter, any of the above. Please do so. We are going to get started. So, 1 second. 1 second, chat. So chat, we are going to let y'all check out a really neat game that I thought a lot of viewers would enjoy. And also, may I mention, well, I'm also putting my phone on silent so that way I don't have ringtones going off. But I'm going to pull this up and we're going to have a little bit of fun for my streaming. And also, yeah, this is one of few games that I enjoy. Let me go to my YouTube right quick. Let me go ahead and share this so that way I can go to my history. And like I said, for those that are new or like into YouTube, Twitch, whatever it may be, if y'all are new, don't forget to hit that like button, hit those comments, shares, follows. So be a subscriber if you want, a supporter if you want. It does not matter to me. That is perfectly okay with all of you. I know I'm being a little funny, but some people don't get it because I'm not America's funniest talent yet. That's okay though, chat. That is perfectly okay. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Dive right into it. We're gonna go ahead and get my Discord going first. This is one of the things that I like on as far as Discord goes. This is where I can be able to check out all my chat. Anybody that's online or offline, get rid of notifications, the whole 9 yards. And I can always get rid of some of these notifications later. I was trying to read something. So we're going to get this one. And we're going to do this. We're going to go to Nassau. That's where I actually based it, was Nassau. I wanted to base it in Nassau. We're going to go ahead and board. We're going to go ahead and dock it. And guys, remember, I'm just kind of getting a little going here. Like I said, for those that are new, this is one of the games that I like to do. Oh, careful now. Oh, I'm hitting the caps lock. Oh, I wasn't hitting the other one. And we are currently in Nassau, chat. We just docked in Nassau. What do y'all think? Well, we're going to go ahead and we need to manage fuel and ship supplies. We need to go ahead and do that. And that's before I can even get out of here. Just so y'all know. My itinerary selector that we'll be doing is this one. Sometimes I have to hit it more than once. And we're going to go from Nassau. We're going to go all the way to Castaway Cay, and then we are going to head to Port Canaveral, and we'll continue. Yeah, this is the one I got. All of this is mainly used on my mouse. There's really not a lot that I can do. As far as... Did somebody just try to blow the horn? I think somebody did. I make sure that I'm filled up with fuel and everything prior to me even departing. So you can see we're still filling up. Yes, I know it's taken a while, but we're still currently loading. Yeah, this is something I wanted to try, and I know we did it once. We're going to do it again. So let's go ahead and get going. Let's go ahead and toggle announcements. Let's go ahead and get going.
May I have your attention, please? The mandatory guest safety briefing will begin shortly. By now, most if not all of you will have been to your designated assembly stations and checked in. However, if you have not visited your assembly station, we suggest that you make your way there now and check in immediately. Please take time to view the safety video that is now available to watch on your stateroom television. This video will demonstrate the proper method for donning your life jacket as well as supplying general safety tips to follow while on board. The general alarm signal will be given at the beginning of the safety briefing, which consists of 7 short blasts followed by 1 long blast of the ship's whistle. When the alarm is sounded, please remain in place. You are not. We ask that all remaining members of your party pay close attention to the information provided in the briefing, which is mandatory. If children in your party are checked in youth activities programming, they will remain in our care, and there is no need to pick them up. Crew members will be stationed throughout the ship should you have any additional questions. Please note that all crew services will be suspended during the safety briefing. While walking around the vessel, we ask that you take caution of slippery decks, especially around pool areas. Also be aware of raised sills and steps as you're passing through doors, especially in staterooms. Your stateroom door is designed to close automatically. Special care should be taken to keep fingers clear of the closing edge to make certain the door latches properly. We also ask that you use handrails while walking through passageways and using stairways. For the continued comfort and safety of all our guests, we ask that all guests refrain from loud conversation and gatherings in the stairways and corridors, and to also refrain from sitting on the staircases because the stairs are evacuation routes and must be clear at all times. Once again, the mandatory guest safety briefing will begin shortly. Thank you for your attention. All visitors, vendors, and shore personnel who are not sailing with this Bloxley Cruise Line vessel should disembark at this time.
Okay, that's our pre-mandatory. We're going to do mandatory and the drill.
Attention all guests, this Bloxley Cruise Line vessel's mandatory safety briefing has begun. We ask that you remain where you are for the duration of this briefing. The purpose of this briefing is to provide instruction to familiarize you with our emergency procedures. In the unlikely event of an actual emergency, you will hear the general alarm, which is 7 short blasts, followed by 1 long blast of the ship's whistle, accompanied by the sounding of the alarms. When you hear this signal, go immediately to your stateroom. Put on warm clothing and comfortable shoes and take all medication with you, and don your life jacket. In the event of a real emergency, please pick up your children from youth activity programming. Please bring your key to the World Card and follow the signs and directions of the designated crew to your assembly station. The Bloxley Cruise Line vessel's smoke detection system is linked to all stateroom phones. In the event that the smoke detector in a stateroom is activated, the system will automatically cause the stateroom phone to ring as an awareness alarm. Shortly after the activation of the stateroom smoke detector, the bridge officer will be calling the stateroom to check on the status of all of the guests and the room. The Bloxley Cruise Line vessel also had audible alarms installed in its corridors outside guest staterooms. Upon hearing one or more of these alarms, please leave the area and notify the nearest crew member or call guest services. Your help in responding to one of these alarms will add to the safety of our guests, crew, and ship. If you smell smoke or discover a fire, press one of the red fire alarm call point buttons around event of a power failure. There are other signals that do not directly affect guests. These signals may also be heard during the cruise, when a crew drill is held. You will be given advance notice of these drills by ship announcements. 3 long blasts of the ship whistle is the signal of man overboard. If you should see anyone fall over the ship's side, you should throw a life buoy or anything else that will float over the side. Shout man overboard. Immediately, notify the nearest crew member. Here are the instructions for donning your life jacket. First, unroll the strap and extend the clip to the end of the strap. Then, hold the life jacket in front of you and pull apart the opening for your head for easy access. Next, put your head through the opening and then pull the strap behind your back. Insert the clip into the buckle on the right side of the jacket and pull the strap tight so that the life jacket will feel snug around you. The life jackets are equipped with a whistle and a light to attract attention. The light will be self-activated once in contact with seawater. Please do not tamper or remove them. The life jacket is filled with permanent flotation materials and does not require inflation. If you are unable to reach your stateroom for your life jacket, extra life jackets will be provided by your assembly crew from the storage locations near the lifeboats. In the unlikely event that it is necessary to abandon ship, the order will be given verbally from the bridge, and the lifeboat will already be prepared for boarding on deck floor. The assembly crew is trained to take you in small groups from the assembly station to the lifeboat. Special care will be taken to not break up families. Any questions or requests for additional information should be addressed to any ship officer. The ship is equipped with the most modern satellite distress communications devices that will alert Coast Guard stations and other ships of an emergency. If at any time during your cruise you require urgent medical attention, you should contact the medical center directly by calling the medical emergency line from any ship phone. The number to dial is 7300. The ship's medical center is located on deck 1, forward, on the port side. The medical center is only accessible via the ship's forward guest elevators. If you require non-urgent medical assistance, you can call the medical center. The number to dial is 71923 from any ship telephone to make an appointment. Should you require non-urgent medical attention outside of operating hours, please contact guest services by dialing 0 from any ship's phone and request a transfer to the duty nurse. We do ask, if you're feeling unwell at any time, that you return to or remain in your stateroom and call the medical center for assistance by dialing 0 for guest services and requesting medical services. On behalf of the captain and crew, we thank you for your attention during this very important guest safety briefing. The briefing is hereby completed, and to our crew you may now resume all operations and services. May I have your attention, please? At the conclusion of this announcement, the general alarm will be sounded, which is 7 short blasts, followed by 1 long blast of the ship's whistle, accompanied by the sounding of the alarms. This will mark the start of today's safety briefing, and please pay close attention to the information provided. At this time, we ask that all crew members working in guest areas suspend services and stay in place until the end of the safety briefing. We ask that all guests also remain in place and
faces. And I see some of you have your wishing wands. Together, we can make even the biggest wishes come true. Like setting sail. Let's see what our magic can do. Wands up. Repeat after me. Wishes do come true. Ready? Wishes do come true. Oh, yeah. Come on. It's time to celebrate. It's time to celebrate. Hi there. Put your hands up, magic all around and I can't get enough. Yeah, I can feel the love. Yeah. Adventure's waiting for us on the sea. I can't wait to find out for you with the family. All right, everyone. Are you ready to set sail? Santa Claus is coming like
Alright guys, we're leaving Nassau. We are heading towards Castaway Cay. Let me see what else do I have here. Oh, that's cool. They updated a little bit. I like it. They updated a little bit. That's what I like. Alright. Good, 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 good. Little bit of update. Let's do it one more time. Alright guys, So leaving Castaway Key, not Castaway. We're leaving Nassau, heading for Castaway Key. All right. We are actually leaving Nassau, Castaway Key. Disney Wish is setting sail at this time. And for those that are on the dock, I feel sorry for you. Yeah. Nah, just kidding. We got everybody on board. We are heading to the Castaway Key, our private area for Disney. After doing so, we will then head to Port Canaveral after. I do not know how many people are in the server. Don't matter. I'm probably the only Disney Cruise Line out right now. There might be others, but right now I'm the only one setting sail out. I don't know if that's a ship over there, and if it is, I don't know what ship it is. It's probably a Princess Cruise Line, if I were to guess. Looks like it. Alright guys, Castaway Key, here we come. Yeah, that's a Princess Cruise Line over there. Oh, nope, not on the inside. Oh, nope, I just went down a deck. That's great. Well, now I gotta find my way back in. I mean, this will be good enough. For now, Disney is cleared out of Nassau. I need to figure out how to get back in a little bit here. No? Am I stuck? I'm stuck, aren't I? There we go. Problem solved. Alright. Our area will be Castaway Key. Who is that commented on YouTube, if I may ask? I don't think I have had somebody that commented. Or, I don't know. It's the first comment I've seen in my entire stream tonight. Alright, we're clear for Castaway Key. Cleared out Nassau. We are en route to Castaway Key. Then after that will be Port Canaveral. Who's out there, chat? If you're still new, don't forget to hit that like, follow, comment, shares. If you want to have anything better, you can subscribe. You can be a supporter, however you would like to be. It's good seeing everybody today, and we are sailing up to Castaway Key. I think they did a slight upgrade with smoke on the rear, as well as some of the announcements and everything. Our current destination will be Castaway Key, and then from there we will be heading to Port Canaveral. Alright, so that's where we currently are heading. Oh, yay. Some of these went up a little bit. Well, that's good to know. I don't think it said anything about the Dream. Oh, you know what? I know why. Because the Dream, I have to pay for it. That's good to know. That's good to know. So one of them actually got upgraded a little bit. Anyway, I'll deal with that later. Alright. We're not even that far in. It took me a lot longer before, but we're already heading into Castaway Key. We are leaving Nassau. So far, so good. Everything is still rocking and rolling right now. The Disney Wish is one of the newer ships in the Disney fleet, and also happens to be one of the bigger ships and largest and longest ships in the Disney fleet. But right now, that's where we are heading, is Castaway Cay. And then we're going to head to Port Canaveral. En route from Castaway Cay to Port Canaveral, we will have a fireworks show. You would sit there and think how many runs I have to do to make a lot of money on here. I'm not even at 200,000 yet, but I'm getting there. We are currently sailing towards Castaway Cay. The current time is 10:40 a.m. in game, just so I could specify in game. It is currently 10:40. We are. It's funny because now I don't actually have the. There's not a map. I don't have a compass on here. That's great to know. That is good to know. There's no compass. I know I could change a couple of these, but I mean, like, if I do this, I could put like an American flag or whatever, but that's not what I need right now. I mean, if I were to add more than one, that would be good. It looks like, just by the looks, it looks like I could put one over there. I might be able to put one up there, but I think I'm only allowed to have one on the rear. I don't know. I don't know how many it'll let me have. Let me go back for a minute. This one. Yeah, it only says probably one. So I would assume just one. We are en route to Castaway Cay. Current time will be 11. I would say, let me just round it up to 11:15. All right, let's just round up to 11:15 a.m. It should be a protocol change. I would say less than 12 o'clock afternoon, arriving at Castaway Cay. If anything, it'll be a little after the 12 o'clock time. We just got to see how quickly we can get there. At the time that it hits 12 o'clock, our horns will be sounding off. I mean, that's what it says anyway. Current time is just now changed up to 11:30. As a reminder, we are heading into Castaway Cay. We already left Nassau. After we hit Castaway Cay, not really, but after we hit Castaway Cay, we will then head to Port Canaveral. Well, this is not really a while, but it's, as far as the game, sure. Like, streaming wise, it's been a while since I got to stream in the past couple days. I'm gonna try not to stream all night though. I got Castaway Cay in sight. So we are almost there already, chat.
exact time of 12 noon. Thank you.
Alright, horns are clear. As a reminder, once we leave Castaway Cay, when we do end up heading en route to Port Canaveral, a fireworks show will go off. Oh. I was wondering why I was missing a few. En route to Castaway Cay is my current time right now. Just kind of chilling back and relaxing, chat. Just chilling a little bit. As a reminder, if you're still new, whether it's YouTube, Twitch, whatever it may be that might be on my OBS studios, don't forget to hit the likes, comments, shares, follows. If you want to be a subscriber and supporter on any of my devices, please let me know. As a reminder, we are heading to Castaway Cay after docking there, and we have embarked and disembarked everybody. We will then head to Port Canaveral. Halfway through, we will demonstrate the fireworks show, and then we will dock at Port Canaveral. After docking at Port Canaveral, we will then resume operation and return to Nassau. I'm trying to figure out why I talk so much. So we are coming into Castaway Cay, Nassau, way over there. And there's Castaway Cay. We're only going like 14 miles an hour, to be honest. Or 15. I mean, I don't know what the speed is. It's been a while since I learned speed, so. So OBS is almost like Streamlabs. It's basically an easier version of setting things up out of Streamlabs to OBS. OBS, I would say, is the better streaming version to do almost every stream. And every stream is better with OBS. Streamlabs, I would not recommend. And I know that because a few years ago, if not longer, I tried Streamlabs. It wasn't worth it. I would recommend OBS. Plus, on OBS, you also get to change everything to where you want your stream to be perfect. You can change things around in OBS. There's a lot of really neat things you can do. OBS is better, to be honest with you. So I am actually on Roblox, and I'm actually doing a really neat game. A lot of the times I'll do stuff like NASCAR, Flight Simulator, 18-wheeler simulator, but because it's one of those, I don't know what racetrack I'm racing coming up this Sunday and everything. Sorry, Chad, I'm tired. No, Sunday, like almost every Saturday night or Sunday, I actually race NASCAR. I have a NASCAR game. I race off of it. And when it gets to that point, that's when I pull my favorite driver out and I actually race that course. Or if it's a regular course, I race off of it. From there, I continue on to the next one. And on the times that I'm kind of bored or, it's one of those, well, I'm not racing today, then I get on here. It really just kind of depends, to be honest with you. It depends on the mood I'm in, the game that I want to get on. And actually, I'm actually using a display capture to catch everything on here. This one's a display capture. If I have it on a game capture, then it's not going to get this pulled up. I promise you. One time I tried that and it wasn't working. So, this is just what I'm on right now. Okay, guys, we are almost at Castaway Cay. Got a little bit more to go. We will then dock, and we will spend a little bit of time over there. And after that, we will then actually get everybody back on board, head to Port Canaveral. And we left Nassau just a little bit ago. Going about 15 knots, so we're going to bring that down in a minute when we get closer in. After doing so, we will then dock our vessel. From there, we will kind of sit a little bit, wait until it's almost nighttime to actually do the fireworks show.
This is the officer of the watch speaking from the bridge. The Bloxley Cruise Line vessel will be docking at today's port of call shortly. We estimate that the gangway will be open in about 45 minutes. When we are docked, as a friendly reminder for everyone going ashore, you and your party will need valid government-issued passports and your key to the world card to reboard the ship. When returning to the ship, please be cautious of the time as we will leave around our scheduled departure time of 5:30 p.m. We hope you have a great day ashore.
And then from here, I'm actually going to make a full U-turn to get into port. After making that full U-turn, and we're just trying to get a little closer right now. Once we make a full U-turn, we're going to have it facing the direction of Port Canaveral. And Port Canaveral is way over there. We are going to reduce our speed from 15 knots. We're going to bring it down to about 13 knots. We're going to bring it down a little bit more to about 12. Actually, let's bring it down to 10 knots or 9 knots. At this time, we're going to go ahead and turn our vessel all the way around as we reduce our speed. And we're going to continue reducing our speed. We're going to reduce it just enough so that we're able to come into port. We're going to go and bring it down about one more. We're reducing to about 1 knot. We're going to go ahead and go backwards. And we're going to get the best we can. We're going to try to align our ship at the port. It won't be easy, but we're going to try and align it. And then from there, we'll disembark everybody. And then after that, we'll kind of sit at port for a little bit. I can't tell if it's just me or a couple of others. But there should be a few people in, if anything. Alright, so we are backing our ship into Port Canaveral. As a friendly reminder, for those that are going to be disembarking, we are... I was reading something. As we come in, we are getting ready to have everybody disembark. At which time, when we have everybody disembark, that would be a little bit of a delay as far as getting ready to leave at a certain time. I don't know if this is custom or not, but let's just see.
Block C Cruise Line guests, may I have your attention, please? This announcement is to inform you that the Block C Cruise Line vessel is now cleared by local customs and border protection for those guests with all remaining luggage tags. You are kindly invited to disembark the ship at this time via the gangway located on Deck 3, midship. Please have your key to the World Card out and ready to be swiped off the ship. Once inside the terminal building, you may be required to provide a proof of citizenship for the inspection by Customs and Border Protection. Please do not forget to drop off your comment cards in the boxes provided next to the gangway and outside each of the respective restaurants. Be advised that no fresh fruits, vegetables, plant materials, meat or animal products may be brought off the ship. If you have any of these items, please discard them in the amnesty bins as you disembark. Once again, all guests with all remaining luggage tags are now cleared to disembark via the gangway located on Deck 3, midship. We thank you for sailing with us on board this beautiful Block C Cruise Line vessel and wish you a safe and pleasant journey home.
Well, that's not what I wanted to play, but I guess that'll call it close enough. So, we are actually arriving later than expected. We're actually arriving later, so that means we're going to leave later. A little bit more. And I'll stop. Full stop all the way. Gonna go ahead and dock. At which time we are now docking. Our ship will be at Castaway Cay. Alright, we're gonna sit here for a minute. And then from here, in just a minute, we're gonna head to Port Canaveral. We always have to do the muster drill every so often.
officer of the watch speaking from the bridge. At the end of this announcement, we will be sounding our ship's whistle. We recommend to our guests on the open decks to cover your ears. May I have your attention, please? At the conclusion of this announcement, the general alarm will be sounded, which is 7 short blasts, followed by 1 long blast on the ship's whistle, accompanied by the sounding of the alarms. This will mark the start of today's safety briefing, and please pay close attention to the information provided. At this time, we ask that all crew members working in guest areas suspend services and stay in place until the end of the safety briefing. We ask that all guests also remain in place and listen for the duration of the safety briefing. If you happen to be in a location where the guest safety briefing video is broadcast on the screen, please remain in that location, listen to that announcement, and follow along with the video. Once again, at the conclusion of this announcement, the general alarm will be sounded. If you have small children or sensitive hearing, you may want to cover your ears. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to go to announcements because we are getting ready to set sail. So, we're going to do this.
Attention all Bloxine Cruise Line guests and crew. May I have your attention, please? At this time, the Bloxine Cruise Line vessel has started embarkation procedures. The first few boarding groups may proceed to the gangway at this time. Again, the Bloxine Cruise Line vessel has begun boarding. The first several boarding groups may now board the ship at this time. Your party scheme to the world cards will be outside your stateroom. Thanks for your attention.
And then we're about to do it one more time. All the way down. I'm not going to start it yet. We're going to start about 6:30. In just a minute, we're going to do that, and then we're going to go and set sail. As a reminder, if you're new to any of my channels, whether it be Twitch, whether it be Trovo, YouTube, Facebook, whatever it may be that I use, you can always hit the likes, comments, shares, follows. You can always do a subscribe or supporter. I recommend you subscribe. That would be much helpful, please. And at this time, we're going to go ahead and set the announcement. Here we go.
Attention all Bloxine Cruise Line guests and crew. This is the final boarding call for all remaining boarding groups. You are invited to proceed to the gangway at this time. Once again, this is the final boarding call for this Bloxine Cruise Line vessel.
Why, hello, my dears. So many smiling faces. And I see some of you have your wishing wands. Together, we can make even the biggest wishes come true. Like setting sail. Let's see what our magic can do. Wands up. Repeat after me. Wishes do come true. Ready? Wishes do come true. Oh, yeah. Come on. It's time to celebrate. Hi. It's time to celebrate. Hi there. Now put your hands up. Magic all around and I can't get enough. Yeah, I can feel the love. Yeah. And they're just waiting for us on the sea. I can't wait to find out what you
to depart. Castaway Key from Port Canaveral. Alright guys, we have just sailed out of Castaway Key, heading out to Port Canaveral. We're going to bypass one of these ports over here. It is not the one that we'll dock at. We're going to bypass it and we're going to go straight into Port Canaveral. Once docked at Port Canaveral, we'll dock there, and then from there we will head back to Nassau. Trying to keep an eye on how far we are out, because then we're about to start. When it gets closer to nighttime was when we're going to do it. In a minute we're going to do the fireworks show, but at the same time I'm keeping an eye on the time so that I can figure out when we're going to actually do the fireworks show. I don't need the music, really. We are currently at 12 knots en route to Port Canaveral. I'm going to go and do a slight right turn at about 1 knot. We're going to go and stop that turn. We're going to continue our speed at 13 knots. It's funny. It's me. That's funny. It's just me right now. I could take that. I could take that. I'm the only one in the server. Makes it easier for me. Makes it a lot easier. I'm going to get a lot of Robux the next time that I get in town so that I could get a lot more for everything that I would need. Especially for one of the other newer ships that they have. So I got to keep my eyes peeled for that. We're going to go and go up to 14 knots. We are going to go ahead and make a slight right turn at about 2 knots. We're going to go ahead and stop our turn. We're going to bypass one of these ports up here, and then we're going to go to Port Canaveral. At which time we are going to go slow in port, and then we are going to turn the ship around about almost a full 180. We're going to dock there, and then at which time we will be facing towards Nassau. Once facing Nassau, that's the direction we will head. We will dock our ship at Nassau. in just a minute, we are going to do our fireworks show. We're going to go and kind of face this way a little bit. We're going to keep our eyes peeled. Make sure we don't get near any ports. That actually works. We're going to go ahead and slow down our ship. We're going to go ahead and go about 12 knots currently. Go ahead and bring it down a little bit more to about 10 knots. And we're going to go ahead. What time is it? Yep, we'll go ahead and do it. Bringing our speed down just a little bit to about 7 knots. Go move up 8 knots. Alright guys, now we're going to go and bring our speed up just a little bit. Just a little bit. That was the fireworks show. We're going to bring our speed up to about 11, maybe 12 knots. We'll actually go to 14 knots. We're going to do a slight right turn, about 2 knots. We are heading into Port Canaveral any minute. At this time, we're just kind of chilling out a little bit. Right now, at this time, we are just kind of rocking and rolling, chilling all the way until we hit Port Canaveral. Once we are at Port Canaveral, that is when we will sit and we will then dock at Port Canaveral, and then from there we will dock at Nassau. One thing I don't like is how there's not a map on here. It's also funny how I'm the only one of the server too. That's actually funny. Like, I could go here. Refresh. Refresh. See? It only shows that I'm the only one in. That is so weird. Why am I the only one in the server? See? Doesn't say. It does not say anything at all. That is so weird. This one right here is the one I plan on getting eventually. Right now it shows I'm the only one in. Which, I'll take it, to be honest. I have other games. They're not mine, but there's other games. Right now I'm just kind of chilling with this one. Because I really like this one. Right now we are just kind of cruising towards Port Canaveral. I don't know why everybody else, unless there's an update, I would assume that everybody else probably got kicked. Assuming. Because it's not showing anybody else. So I would assume that it probably had everybody get kicked out. I mean, unless I'm just blind as hell, I would assume everybody got kind of kicked. It's showing that there's 10 million other people in the server, but it's only showing, I mean, unless they're somewhere else, then yeah. So I'm probably the only one in this server right now. Well, I will tell you, I did not touch anything to lock anybody out. I did not do that. So I'm trying to figure out where everybody is, you know. We're going to scroll up a little bit. You can see all these games that I have done before. All these games, I love them. In a minute, we will do a slight right turn. We're just kind of cruising right now. I don't have two computers right now, but I just want to see how my Twitch is doing. I know that's not mine, but we're going to go to mine. I just want to kind of see how we're doing. I don't have two computers right now, but I just want to see how my Twitch is doing. I know that's not mine, but we're going to go to... There we go. We'll mute it. That'll work. How we're doing. I don't have two computers right now. Mute. I mean, I can kind of, like, depending on if I stay on a game long enough, I might be able to view what I'm doing from time to time. I don't know. We're going to go ahead and do a slight right turn by 1 knot. Going to go ahead and stop that turn. nobody that is currently watching. That's okay. Hey, look, I'm okay by it. To be honest with you, I'm okay by it. Getting to have a little bit of fun at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Alright, Port Canaveral, here we come. How is it that I'm the only one in this server? I might have to do a train game in a minute. Now, these are all the firm requests that I am getting. I'll have to look at some of that in a minute. We're still kind of crude. I'm trying to do 10 million things at once with only one monitor. I know it's going to be a long night, isn't it? It's going to be a long night. So, I mean, look at this. I'm going for 10 million things at once right now. I'm watching my speed. I'm watching the direction I'm going. So, this is just... This is going to be a long day, to be honest with you. Okay. We'll just do it like that. Okay. We'll look at my friends in a minute. I'm not really too concerned about it. Okay, we'll go back to my home screen. We're going to go ahead and do a right turn about 1 knot. Trying to face it, Port Canaveral. We're not going to stop over there. Trying to figure out why I'm the only one in this game. I mean, unless they shut it down or... Like, look, there's 1 out of 7 right there. That's the thing. It's not showing... All of this, it's not showing. So, I mean... I don't know what's going on with Roblox as far as the game itself. I might do a different game here in a minute. We're aiming towards Port Canaveral, which is good for me. We are just taking a little look here. I want to make sure I'm doing all this right, just so y'all know. I want to make sure I'm doing it right.
This is the officer of the watch speaking from the bridge. We regret to inform you that our port arrival time will be later than we expected. For those of you who have shore excursions booked with us, we have rescheduled your excursion for a later time. Please check the Bloxley Cruise Line Navigator app for more information. For those of you who are interested in booking port excursions, you may do so on the Bloxley Cruise Line Navigator app. If you have any questions at all regarding your excursions, please head to the Port Excursions desk located on Deck 4, midship. Once again, we will be arriving later than scheduled to our port of call. If you have any questions at all regarding this delay, please head to Deck 3, midship to talk to a guest services representative. Thank you for your attention.
So we are running a little behind than expected. But once we get to Port Canaveral, we'll dock. And we'll just kind of chill there. And from there, once we leave, like I said, once we leave Port Canaveral, we're going straight back to Nassau. Like I said, I don't know why. Again, let me just clarify. I do not know why there's like nobody else in the game, and it's just me. That is so weird. It is just me in the game. That is so weird. That I do not understand. But you know what? It's okay. It is okay by me. I'm keeping my eye on the game and what I am currently doing. I'm doing a lot right now. Like, you can see how much I'm working right now just to do all of this. I'm doing a lot. Okay. Port Canaveral, not too far. We're sitting at 15 knots. Just a nice, beautiful cruise all the way to Port Canaveral. Once we get to Port Canaveral, from there we will dock, and we will then sit, and then from there we will go to Nassau. Let me try opening another tab. Let me see if this is going to update by any chance. Nope. Refresh, refresh, refresh. Nope. I don't know what's going on with it. Okay. We'll do something in a minute. Disney Wish via Port Canaveral. We are a little far away. We are heading your direction. We're requesting permission to go ahead and get ready to dock. We will be docking a little later than expected. We are requesting permission to come into port. We are looking for the navigation buoys, and then at which time we will then be asking permission to dock in. This is Disney Wish. So we are going to go in, as expected, a little behind. At which time we will dock into Port Canaveral, and then we will find a way to sail out towards Nassau. Go and give me a right turn. Go ahead and sub that too. Alright guys, so we're still sailing towards Port Canaveral. I do not want to go too fast on the ship, but we're going to go ahead and just let it sail and do its thing right now. I just have to keep my character active from time to time, but so far so good. I actually like that. I think they're also doing a slight update, I would assume. Let me look something up real quick. That's what I'm looking for right there. It said there was supposed to be a second, but right now, that's the only... These two are the only ones up top left. Those were the only two. So right now, those are the only two. It's funny because it said earlier when it was loading everything in the game, it was saying it was talking about making a third. This is only probably the newer one. I would not assume that there's a second one. It does not matter, chat. Does not matter. Still rocking and rolling in the end. Doing 10 million things at once right now, chat. I know y'all can't see it, but I am. I'm working on text and stuff off my phone. Also, we're doing stuff on here, so I'm doing a lot right now. Like I said, I know y'all can't see it, but I'm telling you, I'm doing a lot. I don't know how far we are, but we're doing pretty good. Still hanging Port Canaveral. So far, looking good. Go and give me a nice easy right turn. Let's go and go about one more knot up to 17. Copy. Speed is 17 knots. No turning at this time. Still deadhead Port Canaveral. So we are clear all the way in, chat. Reading text. I'm doing a lot of stuff right now. Like I know I have one monitor, but on times I'm swapping to look at Twitch. I'm looking at YouTube. I'm reading text message. There's a lot of stuff I'm doing. Even though I'm running late, I'm doing a lot. But this is what I get for only having one monitor at this time. Just one. I don't have any upgrades or anything yet. We're still working on that. Maybe one day I might get a second one. I mean, there's a lot that I can one day upgrade on. But right now we don't know. We're still looking into that. I will tell you this is a long cruise from even from Port Canaveral to Nassau or back, or even Castaway Cay and heading to Port Canaveral. You can already see how far we are. So that could kind of also show you how far away we are. But we are heading to Port Canaveral. Slowly but surely, but we are heading to Port Canaveral. I'm doing a lot of stuff right now. Like I said, I'm doing a lot of things just to kind of keep me busy and also just let Roblox do its thing and eventually get to Port Canaveral. I know that I did this I streamed a couple days ago, if not a day ago, and it took me a while to get over there. So we're having to take a while and do the same thing, which I'm okay with. So I'm okay by it. To me, it doesn't matter. We're just trying to get over there. Once we get into Port Canaveral, we're going to dock. We're going to let people board and disembark. And then we're going to do the same thing heading to Nassau. Like I said, chat, slowly but surely, but we're getting there. Slowly but surely. Alright, we got Port Canaveral in sight. We're still working our way up to Port Canaveral. It is weird how the servers are saying that there's like, 25, 26 people, but there's like not really anybody, to be honest. You can see how many people are on, but there's like really, in reality, there's like nobody. I don't know what's going on with Roblox. Sometimes it's like this and sometimes it's not. Looking at another, roughly, we are looking at another 10 minutes to Port Canaveral. And we got Disney Wish that is cruising Port Canaveral. Go ahead and give me a slight right turn. Okay, that'll do. Yeah, guys, we're just cruising a little slow right now. A little bit. Just a little bit. When we get closer, we're going to slow. We have to, everywhere we go, we have to go slow, coming in or out of port, whether it's Castaway Cay, it doesn't matter where we're going. We have to slow down the ship because that actually helps keep the wake down, especially if there's a smaller ship. And I'm saying that because I was coming into port one time, and actually somebody was going too fast and almost, not exact, but almost collided towards mine. I had to back out and I had to stop the ship all the way. So you have to go slow in and out of ports. Once you clear enough, then you can speed up. So right now, this is what we're dealing with. Nice and slow. We're going pretty smooth right now. We're going to go ahead and give me another right turn. Copy. Go ahead and stop on that turn. The other thing too, I'm also looking to see how far I need to be turning and where the buoys are. Wherever the buoys are, that'll help me a lot. So we're going to go ahead and turn a little bit more because we're starting to see the buoys out there a little bit. I know y'all might not be able to see them, but I know I can see them. We're going to go ahead and come a little bit right. And then we're about to actually come in. I can see a couple of the buoys out there right now. It's also showing you where I'm currently at. So that's what I like. It's showing me where I'm at, where I'm going at that time. So that's the one thing I definitely like. I really do. So I can actually see the buoys out there. We're not far from Port Canaveral. And then at which time we will actually slow down the ship and go from there. So far, so good. There's the buoys right there. I'm trying to figure out what is going on with Roblox today. I mean, I'm not talking about anything in a bad way, but like, there's only like 1 or 2 people in a few different games. Sometimes it's because people are getting off. Sometimes it's because Roblox just wants to be crappy or whatever. I really don't know. Okay, we got the buoys in sight. We will make the port arrival here in a minute, or the docking soon. We'll make that here in a minute. Got the buoys in sight. We're going to keep our speed up just a little bit more. Once we hit towards the buoys is when we're going to start slowing down. And there's Port Canaveral over to our left a little bit. I know y'all can't see it yet. We're about to head into it. But we are coming in towards Port Canaveral, which, again, I'm happy with it. I am. Even though I'm not really in the buoys. Not exactly, I would say. I'm just going to go based off of what I do know. It's better than nothing, to be honest. We're going to leave that as is. We're about to turn into it anyway. And then when we dock, we're going to take a look at something. But right now, we're wanting to stay with our pattern. And like I said, once we get close to the buoys, we're going to actually slow down for the wake. We're not sounding our horns at all until, 1, we get into port, and also when we actually depart port. So that's why we're not sounding anything right now. Until all that really changes, I'm not going to do much. Okay, so this next set of buoys we'll go ahead and turn in. We're going to go all the way down here in just a minute through port, and we're going to go all the way. Finally, somebody joins too. That's good. We're going to go all the way down past the buoys, past Port Canaveral, and then we're going to work our way up from there, and then after that, we will head from Port Canaveral to Nassau. So we're going to continue our regular current speed. In just a minute, we're going to actually make the turn into Port Canaveral. I don't know if this guy that just joined actually has a company or if he's new. I don't know. But I'm hoping he's got something pretty good. So this next set of buoys, we're going to start to turn in. I'm going to go ahead and slow our ship down just a little bit. Oh, great. He's higher than me. We are going to go ahead, slow it down a little bit. We're going to go ahead and make a slight left turn. We're going to head past the buoys, go ahead and make that left turn in just a minute. It is so hard to actually see where the buoys are, no matter the time. So, give me a slight left turn. Alright, so this is where we're going to start slowing down because we are coming into port. Go and give it to me by 2. Not one. Not one. Damn on. That'd be good. We're also looking to see where we're sitting at right now. I do not know where he's at. Oh, he'll probably be somewhere in a minute. So as of right now, we are coming to Port Canaveral, and yes, like I said, I know we're going slow, but that's part of the rules on any cruise line, real life or even Roblox life. You have to go slow. It's part of the wake, like I said. You have to go slow, especially going through ports. So it's just part of life. If you go too fast and there's a smaller ship nearby, that's not going to be good. Later on. Okay. This will work very well. So we're going to go straight ahead all the way almost towards the end, and that's where we're going to turn our ship all the way almost a little near 180 degrees. And that's when we're going to dock the ship. Turn it just a little bit more. So we are now in port. We're going to go at least 10 knots. What else? What does he have? He has that one, this one, and these are the ones that he has. So he has that one for sure. Okay. That's good to know. Well, we'll have to keep our eyes peeled. I don't know what boat he has out, so we'll have to keep our eyes peeled for it. Hey, Wolf, how are you, sir? Saying something about ATS graphics? What's going on? What's going on with ATS, buddy? Almost in Port Canaveral. We're going to head right over there where my mouse is. I don't know if anybody can see my mouse, but we're going to head right over there. That's where we're headed. Oh, I got you, Wolf. This isn't ATS. We're on Roblox, sir. We're not on ATS right now. And I know that we're going to be racing NASCAR this coming Sunday or even Saturday night. I don't know I don't know which one. It really doesn't matter. We're going to be racing NASCAR. And then I think this coming Thursday, I don't know yet. It's not tomorrow. But this coming Thursday, I have a day off. Maybe. And I'll probably do some ATS then. But yeah, this is not ATS. This is Roblox. We're trying something new. I know I did it on a stream a couple days ago, but I decided to do some Roblox tonight. And besides, I was already coming home late, so I decided to set this up. But yeah, this is not ATS, buddy. I know it says that I'm doing ATS, Wolf. I know it does. But that's just the default setting on my OBS. Or the gaming capture that I have. Whatever it might say, that's just a default. I know that's what it says, but it's not always true. I know that's what it says. Some of that, Wolf, was defaults from when I was setting up Trovo, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. All that when I was trying to do it with the restream. After Big Tex was helping me with that a few months or so ago, or even last year, he was helping me with restream and how to have 2 or 3 or however many social media I wanted. That was the default. And that's why it says ATS. But I can't just keep changing and changing, you know? And I don't think Roblox would actually be an option. So that's why it's a default. Gotcha, Wolf. Gotcha. I have to look into that next time. Next time I do an actual stream, like as in, like I don't care what it is. Whatever it is I might be doing, I'm gonna have to fix that. But the other thing too, Wolf, is I always forget a lot of things. So I don't want to swap it and then be like, oh, well, it says I'm doing this and this, you know? Like I said, I'm not wanting to just leave it as it is for the hell of it. I don't mind wanting to swap. I'm just going to forget easily. So, we're just kind of cruising with this right now. That's the only thing I kind of do. Just to be honest with you. I got you. I didn't know I could change it with Restream either. But the other thing too is I don't get on Restream much to, one, swap social media, and even if I swap social media, but even at that, there's a lot of stuff I would have to do to take care of it. So it just, like I said, it all depends on where I'm kind of sitting at the time. So, alright guys, over here where my mouse is, just slightly above the entertainment and everything, we're getting ready to dock over in Port Canaveral. Oh, I didn't know that, Wolf. I did not know that.
This is the officer of the watch speaking from the bridge. The Bloxy Cruise Line vessel will be docking at today's port of call shortly. We estimate that the gangway will be open in about 45 minutes. When we are docked, as a friendly reminder for everyone going ashore, you and your party will need valid government-issued passports and your key to the world card to reboard the ship. When returning to the ship, please be cautious of the time as we will leave around our scheduled departure time of 5:30 p.m. We hope you have a great day ashore.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and slow her down just a little bit. Well, no, Wolf, it's not like that, to be honest. I'm not saying it like that. I really am not. Um, there's just a lot going on right now. Especially for me, there's a lot going on. And it doesn't always involve games. I don't care if it's a train game. It doesn't matter what it is. It's just there's a lot going on right now, not to mention work and 10 million other things going on. So, I mean, and the other thing too is you can talk to other gamers too. That it's not just me that wants to or not want to swap anything. There's a lot of other things that other streamers will do. So, I mean, that's just part of life too. Is you could be in one game and then swap it to the next. But the other thing too, I don't have 2 or 3 monitors. I don't have a laptop. I don't have a second monitor. Like I have to keep exiting out of the game while it's on. I have to keep going to Twitch. I have to keep going to the game. I have to keep swapping a lot, And I mean, I know I have YouTube running on my phone, but it won't, like my tablet, it won't let me look at it on YouTube. And I'm being honest when I say it too. I tried it once, it won't let me do it. But right now, because I don't have 10 million monitors of any kind, it's harder for me to change everything and work around all that. That's another reason why I'm not really swapping stuff as much. There's a lot going on. I know it. I've been there. I've done that. But there, like I said, I'm doing all I can. I really am. I really am. And I know that today's just one of those, slow, lazy kind of days, but eventually if I ever get birthday or Christmas or something, if I ever get an actual extra monitor or laptop or something, then I'm going to be able to start working around that just a little bit. I really will. But right now there's a lot going on. And I mean, if you want to be, I don't know if you're being positive or negative, but if you want to do that, that's totally your call, buddy. I'm just here to have a little bit of fun, chill, and do what I like to do, which is, show 10 million people that I can have fun on pretty much any game. That's just what I like to do. I don't care if it's a train, truck, it doesn't matter what game I have. I just like to show people I like to have fun. That's all there is to it. That's all there is. I mean, if you want to talk about zero effort, go ahead, but this is, like I said, part of life. Alright guys, we are coming into Port Canaveral. We have already arrived. We are trying to currently dock at this time. So we are, nope, wrong direction, whoops. We are trying to get over here towards our port. And I'm doing a little bit of turning from time to time. A little bit. I have to watch my speed, and I have to watch how close I'm getting towards the docking area. Doing good so far. I can give you that. Well, not all the time, but a little bit. I had to give you that. We're slowly but surely turning. And then when it gives me the option to dock, we will dock. Alright, let's make sure we're almost all the way in. And then we're going to dock our vessel. full stop. And let's go ahead and dock. We are in Port Canaveral, chat. Port Canaveral. Nice and easy. And there we are. We are docked. We are going to go ahead and fill up our fuel. We're going to get everything ready to go before we head out to Nassau, which is where we are currently going to be heading back to. Let's check on chat here. So right now we are just double checking, but we are currently looking at pretty much anything that we need. And then after that, we will set up everything. So now, obviously, there's not any other ship in sight. I know that that's what y'all are looking for, and so am I. I don't know where he's at, but right now at this time, we are at Port Canaveral. In a minute, we're going to head to Nassau, which is where we are actually based at for my ship. We are based at Nassau. We are.
May I have your attention, please? The mandatory guest safety briefing will begin shortly. By now, most if not all of you will have been to your designated assembly stations and checked in. However, if you have not visited your assembly station, we suggest that you make your way there now and check in immediately. Please take time to view the safety video that is now available to watch on your stateroom television. This video will demonstrate the proper method for donning your life jacket as well as supplying general safety tips to follow while on board. The general alarm signal will be given at the beginning of the safety briefing, which consists of 7 short blasts followed by 1 long blast of the ship's whistle. When the alarm is sounded, please remain in place. You are not required to wear or collect your life jacket. We ask that all remaining members of your party pay close attention to the information provided in the briefing, which is mandatory. If children in your party are checked in youth activities programming, they will remain in our care, and there is no need to pick them up. Crew members will be stationed throughout the ship should you have any additional questions. Please note that all crew services will be suspended during the safety briefing. While walking around the vessel, we ask that you take caution of slippery decks, especially around pool areas. Also be aware of raised sills and steps as you're passing through doors, especially in staterooms. Your stateroom door is designed to close automatically. Special care should be taken to keep fingers clear of the closing edge, to make certain the door latches properly. We also ask that you use handrails while walking through passageways and using stairways. For the continued comfort and safety of all our guests, we ask that all guests refrain from loud conversation and gatherings in the stairways and corridors, and to also refrain from sitting on the staircases because the stairs are evacuation routes and must be clear at all times. Once again, the mandatory guest safety briefing will begin shortly. Thank you for your attention. All visitors, vendors, and shore personnel who are not sailing with this Block C cruise line vessel should disembark at this time. short blasts, followed by one long blast on the ship's whistle, accompanied by the sounding of the alarms. This will mark the start of today's safety briefing, and please pay close attention to the information provided. At this time, we ask that all crew members working in guest areas suspend services and stay in place until the end of the safety briefing. We ask that all guests also remain in place and listen for the duration of the safety briefing. If you happen to be in a location where the guest safety briefing video is broadcast on the screen, please remain in that location, listen to that announcement, and follow along with the video. Once again, at the conclusion of this announcement, the general alarm will be sounded. If you have small children or sensitive hearing, you may want to cover your ears. Thank you.
Alright guys, we are getting ready to rock and roll.
Why, hello, my
This is the
dear.
officer
So
who watched
nice
Steve
to my
Bridge.
faces.
We will be paying
And I
commercial.
know some of you
We
have
do
your
plan on
wishing
blowing our
wands.
glossy whistles. If you are on the open decks, you will want to ready your recording devices. We hope you had a wonderful day at this port. We will be on our way to our
What
next
all magic
port
can do.
shortly.
Wands up,
We do
repeat
expect
after me.
policies.
Wishes do come true. Ready? Wishes do come true. Oh, yeah. Come on. It's time to celebrate. It's time to celebrate. Hi there. Now put your hands up. Magic all around and I can't get enough. Yeah, I can feel the love. Yeah. Adventure's waiting for us on the sea. I can't wait to find out for you with the family.
Alright, chat, we are heading from Port Canaveral. We are heading to Nassau, which is where we were originally docked at. And the Disney Wish is actually giving a very loud horn blast away as we're leaving Nassau. Or not Nassau, I'm sorry, leaving Port Canaveral. And another announcement will probably go over here in a minute. But other than that, we are doing pretty well. So, I mean, I'm very proud of it, to be honest. We are heading to Nassau. And then that'll be our final destination as far as what we have on the itinerary. Outside that, I don't know if we're going to do a different game or if we're going to stay on it.
May I have your attention, please? This is the officer of the watch speaking from the bridge. At the end of this announcement, we will be sounding our ship's whistle. We recommend to our guests on the open decks to cover your ears. Alright guys, we're on our way towards Nassau, our final destination. We are keeping an eye on pretty much everything, to be honest with you. I might do a game here in a minute. I really don't know, but we are moving all over the place. So I don't know where whoever that one guy is, I don't know where he's at. Let me move that to the side for a minute. Oh, he's on Princess. Okay. He's on there's two carnivals. But he's on the Princess right now. Let me see if I can talk with him and see where he's at.
We're gonna just try and talk with him and see where he's at. Won't be easy, but we're just trying to see where he's at. We might do a horn battle if we can find him. Don't know how to spell it, but we're kind of chatting right now. Slowly but surely, chat, we are leaving port. So we are on our way to Nassau. And as we're leaving Port Canaveral, we could go ahead and speed up a little bit. Not too much. Just wishing everybody a farewell out of Port Canaveral. We are on our way to Nassau. Once we get to Nassau, that's where we're going to dock, and maybe we might have a horn battle with another ship. I don't know. We got to kind of see where everything goes. So we're just going to have to see, and we are currently speeding up a little bit. We're going to go up here in a minute. Once we get a little in between the buoys, we'll speed it up to like 12 or 13 knots. Right now, we are currently going 11 knots. And that's for safety protocol reasons. Like I said, chat, we are also communicating to figure out when somebody will get at port as well when we hit Nassau. So we are communicating. We're just trying to take a look and see. If it doesn't happen tonight, it doesn't happen. That's okay by me. We're just kind of trying to figure that out. We're going to go ahead and go up 12 total. I didn't realize caps lock was on. So we can go ahead and start moving up at our speed for 14 knots at the top, we could go about 15 or 16 knots. We are on our way to Nassau. We're about to turn outside of the buoys here any minute. No fireworks will be displayed. We had that from Castaway Cay to Port Canaveral. We're going to go and slowly turn a little bit. We're going to turn a little bit more. All right, we're going about 16 knots. So it turns out he's going to have 2 ships in Nassau. I'm going to go ahead and minimize that for now until we get another chat. Oh, that sucker is making me drift a little bit. It's making me drift. Gonna go ahead and speed up a little bit. We are at 17 knots. Gonna go ahead and turn a little bit. Get past these last little bit of buoys here. We are on our way to Nassau. The Nassau, not. This is what I get for being a little tired. Nassau is straight ahead. We just gotta head over to Nassau. Once we get to Nassau, we're gonna dock it. I know they were kind of going slow, but this is all we could do. How are we doing on chat over here? Nothing. That's okay. Alright, chat. We just got to cruise all the way to Nassau. That's all we could do. Gonna go in 18 knots. And Nassau actually is straight ahead. So we're almost there, to be honest. It's not going to be as long as from Castaway Cay to Port Canaveral or back. Copy that. So this gamer is actually talking to me a little bit. We might have a horn battle when we get to Nassau. We are on the way currently. It actually looks almost as if we're almost 5 minutes out. I'm really not going to say much about that. So we are going to have a horn battle. We are going to. At least in Nassau, that is. I'm glad that I'm streaming this. So I'm going to figure out where he's at, because that's going to help me a lot. I know that he's not in Port Canaveral. Okay, so he's way over there. Gotcha. Gotcha. He just left. He's over there near one of the islands. So we're trying to figure out
May I have your attention, please? This is the officer of the watch speaking from the bridge. At the end of this announcement, we will be sounding our ship's whistle. We recommend to our guests on the open decks to cover your ears.
Almost there, chat. Alright, chat. So what we're doing right now is we're getting ready to do a horn battle once I get ready to dock at Nassau. I don't know what other ideas or plans I'm going to have once we get there. But we are on our way to Nassau, which is actually dead ahead. Like I said, we're not far, to be honest. We are doing pretty much all we can to get over there. Speed isn't perfect, that's okay. We're going to get over there, we're going to dock, and just kind of see what we can do, you know? But the other thing, too, is I see where everybody's coming from. They have more than one ship that is docking, and it's on autopilot, which it's making more money. Right now, I only have one ship. So, I see where everybody's coming from. Yep. Now I get it. Now I get it. Okay. Right now, we're still doing good cruising to Nassau. Our fuel looks good. We're at currently 18 knots. I'm going to go and speed that up just by a little bit. We're at 19 knots now. No left, right turns. We do not want to add our thrust speed. Unless it was absolutely necessary, yeah. But, yeah. Nassau is dead ahead. We are looking a little behind our 12 a.m. So we're giving it all we got. If I were, theoretically, if I wanted to buy another ship, all I gotta do is stick it on an autopilot, try to make some extra money there. More than likely, I'll probably get a couple of Robux cards or gift cards or something and stick it in there. I don't know. I don't know yet. It's all still thinking about it, chat. Still thinking on it. So there is Nassau, dead ahead, chat. Got a little bit more to go. While we're going, we're going to take a look and see what ships we could get. What we could get. Now, we already have this one. This one right here. We already have it. Now, this one, we'll think on it. That's a lot of money right now. We're going to look at this one. Again, right now we're just looking. Because at some point we might be able to get something. I don't know. So that we could afford. Could. Again, right now we're just looking. But I also have to go pretty quick because, I mean, that could come right around the corner, you know. So I got a little bit of stuff to look at. Nassau is dead ahead. We got more than one cruise line company out there right now. Like I said, we left Port Canaveral. We are facing the direction of Nassau. And like I said, we got a little bit more to go. And then once we do get over there, not yet. Once we do get over there, we'll dock the ship. And we'll probably find something else to do, or we'll just have a big horn battle all the way. There's Nassau. There it is.
This is the officer of the watch speaking from the bridge. We regret to inform you that our port arrival time will be later than we expected. For those of you who have shore excursions booked with us, we have rescheduled your excursion for a later time. Please check the Blocksea Cruise Line Navigator app for more information. For those of you who are interested in booking port excursions, you may do so on the Blocksea Cruise Line Navigator app. If you have any questions at all regarding your excursions, please head to the Port Excursions desk located on Deck 4, midship. Once again, we will be arriving later than scheduled to our port of call. If you have any questions at all regarding this delay, please head to Deck 3, midship to talk to a guest services representative. Thank you for your attention.
So we are almost there. I'm not trying to make our boat go super fast. We're keeping an eye on where we're currently sitting. We are keeping an eye on what cruise lines are out there. That is one reason why I'm kind of looking. I think I got one over here. And Nassau is slightly to our middle/right. And we will be docking in a minute. Yeah, over there where my mouse is, that's probably a cruise line vessel over there. So we're looking for all the other ones out there. We're just kind of cruising around. Just a cruising. Once we get into Nassau, so we're almost at Nassau. That's where we're going to have a really good horn battle. But right now we're just trying to get to Nassau. I'm trying to see if he can figure out if he sees me. I'm trying to stay quiet. Alright, chat. Let's see what we can do here. We're going at least 19 knots. I don't want to go super fast. But we're just kind of cruising a little bit. Once we come into port, we're going to back it up a little bit. 180 turn. From there, we're going to dock. And we're going to go from there. We just got to see. Yep, it's on the outskirts right there. So me and him are talking, or I don't know if it's a guy or girl on there, but it doesn't matter. We're making it count, chat. We're making it count. We're just trying to get over there first. Once we get over there, we can figure out what we're going to do. So, like I said, we're just kind of figuring things out. I can see the outskirts of Nassau. We're going to go ahead and bring it up a little bit. Try and save a little bit of time. I don't know the fastest it'll go, which I guess would be 25 knots. We're just trying to speed it up a little, kind of save some of the progress here. We're not trying to burn our engine or anything. Well, hopefully not. Okay, Nassau about dead ahead. We're just kind of cruising. In a minute, we'll dock into Nassau. Going to slow it back down a little bit. Not a lot, just a little. So he will actually get there before me. Reason being that he'll get there before me is because I'm still coming from Port Canaveral, heading towards Nassau. And he's over there near Ocean Cay. Or Ocean Key, I don't know, it don't matter. But he's over there. So he's going to get there before I will. Plus, I'm controlling my speed, so. To me, it doesn't matter who gets there first. We're still making this count, so. We're doing all we can. Alright, so he is. Let me see how far he is. He's over there. He's kind of coming towards me. We are facing the direction of Nassau. So we are still working at it. We're doing as much as we can, chat. How's my chat's going right now anyway? Alright, it doesn't matter. There's Nassau right there, and he's on my right side. He is on my right side. Let me see if that'll work for him. But yeah, he is way over there. Way over there. We are trying to come into port here in a minute. We are almost in, actually. We're going a good speed at 22 knots. So our current, he said his arrival time might be 5. And we are going at a speed of 22 knots. In a minute, we're going to make the turn. And once we make that turn, I don't know who's going to come in first. But if he comes in first, I'll let him go. And if I come in first, vice versa. In fact, he's over there. He's facing the wrong way. Well, at least right now. Unless he's backing up. I really can't tell, but he's either backing up or he's turning. But we're coming into Port I keep thinking Port Canaveral. We're coming into Nassau right now. Even though we're a couple of minutes away from it, reality-wise, we are almost there. At which point we will dock the ship, and then once we dock, we're going to kind of sit there and just kind of have a little bit of fun, I would say. So we're trying to make it as best as we can to Nassau. He might see me in a minute. I already see him. I'm not saying anything. If I say anything, he's going to be like, oh, that's the ship you have, you know. So I'm trying not to really say anything. Okay. So he's coming in. Let me go ahead and turn right a little bit. I'm trying to figure out, like I said, I'm trying to figure out if he's going to dock in before me or vice versa. Go on and slow down, 21 knots. Well, like I said, I'm trying to figure out who's going to come in first. To me, it really doesn't matter. Because we need to start making our turn a little bit here. Like I said, I don't care who docks in first. As long as everything goes good at the end, it's all that matters to me. I'm going to go ahead and turn a little bit more. Oh! He just left. Unless he lost connection, he just left. He said he was on the way. He just bailed out. That's okay. It doesn't matter. I mean, I'd be surprised if he rejoins. It's okay. Got a little excited there. Currently, we're looking at a good time arrival. So, things are going pretty smooth either way. Pretty smooth. So, we are coming into Nassau. We are actually on the outskirts, looking at another couple of minutes. After that, we're going to Docker, and we're going to turn a full 180. After making the full 180, then we will make sure the ship is docked. That's the plan. So, we are almost in. Yeah, he bailed. I mean, I think he lost connection. He probably timed out for 20 minutes. I believe that's what happened. He either timed out for 20 minutes or lost connection wherever he was at. So we're doing all we can just to at least get to Nassau, where we are home based at. And then from there, we'll do something else. Okay, let's see what we got here. Coming into Nassau, we're going to go and slow down to about 20 knots. When we get closer to port, we will actually slow it down a lot more. Let's see, how are things looking? So we are almost on my way to port. We got a little bit more to go. I got a lot of good ideas here in a minute. Just kind of taking a look at stuff here. Okay, almost in. Go and bring our speed down to about 16 knots. A little near 16. Keeping an eye on it. We're going to go down to about 14. When we pass the buoys here, we'll go 14. Copy. Okay, we're going to go and bring it down just a little bit. About another couple knots. Alright guys, we're coming into Nassau. Yeah, I think they did a little bit of upgrading. That's what I would think. They probably did a little bit of upgrading. Go and slow it down a little bit. We're going to try and dock in between those two. I don't know. We're going to try. Sometimes I'm not good with parking, but we'll do what we can, right? I'm going to go and stop our turn for a minute. I'm really surprised that either he lost connection or lost it for 20 minutes of not moving, or he just probably failed. One of the few options. Okay, we're going to go and slow it down. I really do like this game. For those that have not tried it, I love this game. It's worth it, to be honest with you. It is worth it. It's all realistic. It really is. I mean, look at the cruise line I have right now. It's really realistic. So we're about to go a little bit more on our left turn here. And then we're going to do a full 180. We're going to go and let it turn a little bit. We're going to let it go a little bit further, but we're letting it also turn. And we're going to pick one of these two ports, which I really don't care which one we get. But this is where we're coming into dock. One of the few, like I said, one of the few. Like I said, I don't know yet. Once we dock, that's when we'll disembark everybody. At the same time, we're actually doing 10 million things at once.
This is the officer of the watch speaking from the bridge. The Bloxley Cruise Line vessel will be docking at today's port of call shortly. We estimate that the gangway will be open in about 45 minutes. When we are docked, as a friendly reminder for everyone going ashore, you and your party will need valid aboard the ship. When returning to the ship, please be cautious of the time as we will leave around our scheduled departure time of 5:30 p.m. We hope you have a great day ashore.
Black Sea Cruise Line guests, may I have your attention, please? This announcement is to inform you that the Black Sea Cruise Line vessel is now cleared by local customs and border protection for those guests with all remaining luggage tags. You are kindly invited to disembark the ship at this time via the gangway located on deck 3, midship. Please have your key to the world card out and ready to be swiped off the ship. Once inside the terminal building, you may be required to provide a proof of citizenship for the inspection by Customs and Border Protection. Please do not forget to drop off your comment cards in the boxes provided next to the gangway and outside each of the respective restaurants. Be advised that no fresh fruits, vegetables, plant materials, meat, or animal products may be brought off the ship. If you have any of these items, please discard them in the amnesty bins as you disembark. Once again, all guests with all remaining luggage tags are now cleared to disembark via the gangway located on deck 3, midship. We thank you for sailing with us on board this beautiful Black Sea Cruise Line vessel and wish you a safe and pleasant journey home.
May I have your attention, please? This is the officer of the watch speaking from the bridge. At the end of this announcement, we will be sounding our ship's whistle. We recommend to our guests on the open decks to cover your ears.
We're coming in right now. Looks like we're going to be docking in on the left side. Once we dock in on the left side, we're going to disembark all of our passengers and everybody that was aboard the ship today. I don't know what else I may or may not do tonight, so we 50-50 we might call it. 50-50. I don't know yet, but that's a 50-50. Once we are done tonight, like I said, I know that there might be a day tomorrow, not tomorrow, there might be a day next week that I'll be able to have a little bit of time to chill or, you know, whatever. Again, next week. Not today or tomorrow, but next week I'll have a little bit more time. I'll either get on a stream or there will be something that I'll do. I don't remember. But right now we're just trying to hurry, finish docking this beautiful baby in, and then once we do that, I'll figure out what we're gonna do. But we are doing very, very good right now. We really are. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it left just a little bit. Just a little, not much. A little bit. And then, like I said, once we get docked in completely, then yeah, we'll go from there. We're almost in, actually. Y'all can see that I'm kind of docking her in a little bit. I wish that if this thing had port and starboard thrusters, that would actually help. Sad to say, we don't actually have that. The classic one, yes. I know the classic one definitely has that. But for some reason, this one does not. I know I need to dock it, but I'm not there yet. I'm not at least fully there yet. Got a little bit more to go. We're going to go ahead and turn. We're going to go and let it turn a little bit more. I don't know. We're going to do a full stop. Going to go and dock it. I'm somehow always off when docking. So when we come into dock, let's see how much we made for a trip today. There we go. We made a lot. I will take that. I will take that. We're going to go ahead and at least fill it up for the next time. Let me look and see the options of... I don't even know why I went to that one. We're just looking to see what we can or cannot get, because that'll actually help us for next time. Next time, I would say. So a lot of these are very pricey. Like this, I could almost get, theoretically. Almost. I don't even need to go to this, because this, sure, it's a Game Pass. I can purchase it for free all day long. Look, it's not going to let me. What was that? I literally don't know what that was. Unless that's, nobody's even operating it. And I just heard a horn go off. That is so weird. That happened before, too. Whenever I'm on here, that'll happen sometimes. I think that sometimes that's one of those... Oh, you know what? That's probably part of the ship. That could be a part of the ship. Oh, you know what? It's helping keep the ship in. That's what it's doing. It's helping keep the ship in. Now I get it. Now I see what it's there for. It's keeping the ship in, and then it's making sure it's completely docked in. That's what it's doing. I like it. Okay. So let's see. Do you think this is an option? Oh, it's not. Well, I could get that one if I had a little bit more. But I'm trying to see what our chat thinks here. There's a couple that we could get eventually. But it's just the more money that we make, the better off we can send the next cruise line in. But what we'll do is we'll sound it off one more time. We'll take a look and see. See what else we want to do. Let me see. What do we have right quick? Before I just go doing anything else or possibly ending, I don't know. I don't know. We're just looking. This is all a big determination here, chat. Go over down. So a lot of these, we're just looking real quick. I want to be 100% sure before I just take off. Take off. I don't know. Like, some of these I could. Some. Again, I'm just looking. But more than likely, it'll be one of those, you know, hey, look, it's gonna be, you know, we might end up just ending the stream, to be honest with you. But we're double checking right quick. We're just looking before we just jinx ourselves here. We're just kind of looking. All looking. Some of these I'm going to have to look more in depth into, to be honest. So what we'll do for now, chat, we'll go ahead and get ready to go. And I guess for now, I will see y'all on the next stream. Bye, chat. Bye. See y'all next stream, okay? Next stream.